Hey everyone, I'm Patty, and I am here today to create a really cool look for you. You all have seen me use these colors a lot, but we're going to go ahead and do another tutorial just to make it a little bit easier for you. Now, before we begin, just so you know, I've already got my foundation on. I've already got my mascara on. Check these lashes out. Hello. And it is the regular Epic. It's not the 4D. So that just goes to show you, regular Epic is unbelievable. And yes, those of you who know me, see, I have it under my eyes. And because I have it under my eyes, what happens? It gets on my skin. I rarely put mascara on my bottom lashes because, for this particular reason, because I have long lashes. So no matter what I do, it's gonna be under and it's gonna be on my skin. So I'm gonna try and alleviate that right now. Just a little bit of our concealer under there. And hey, a little concealer under the eyes goes a long way, guys. Now, normally we don't put it just like this. Normally, you know, we put it under and down so that we draw the eye away from the area that we're trying to disguise, shall we say. Anyway, so let's get started. The only thing I haven't done, let's put a little bit of this on here, shall we? Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, so we're ready to go. We got a full face ready, so now we're going to do our eyes. We've got this color Lively, which you all see me use all the time. I've got Witty. I don't have the other color that we are to use, but that one is as close as it gets. We have Fervent, and we are going to use Optimistic, which is that really light kind of off-white color. All of 2 shimmers and 2 satins. So let's get started because I've got to go to work. Excuse the crazy hair, I don't care thing going on, but what are you going to do, right? Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and put Lively all over the eye. So when I do that, you all know that I like to use my big brush, kind of like right here. Let's clean that up. I really wasn't thinking ahead of time, but let's go ahead and let's do this thing. Get it all on the brush. We're going to go ahead and get that all over the eye, except just a teeny bit under the brow. We're going to go ahead and put another color there. So we're going to reserve it. We're going to go right up to there, almost to the brow, but we're going to leave just that little bit of space. See, this color is so gorgeous, and you all have heard me say this time and again. You can wear this color all by itself, and you all have seen me do that when I've done some of my demos. I just put this color on, throw a little mascara on, and out the door I go. I love liner. You all know that. I put liner on all the time, but today we're not going to do that. So we're going to keep going. Okay, so we've got Lively everywhere along the whole eye, except for that little teeny bit under the brow. Our next shade, let me grab my brushes that I want to use. Our next shade is going to be that beautiful pumpkin color. It is just, you all know how much I love this color. And you all have seen me do my sunset eye, my fall eye. I use the color that we just put on, this color, sometimes Fervent, which is coming up next, but I also use this really gorgeous, that gorgeous bronze too. And everyone knows how much I love this color. Now remember, when you put this color on, it is very vibrant, but remember, you're going over another color and you're going to put another shade over it. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. And if you do put too much on by a mistake, then just keep going, clean your brush off, and then just keep going over it. And it will eventually lighten that up a little bit, okay? So we've got that going on. And if you come down to the corners a little too much, after we can use a brush to take care of that. And if you do need to, you can put a little bit of foundation on that or a little bit of powder, and that will lighten that up. Okay, so basically what we've done here is we've gone ahead and put it in the crease and above, because what you want to do is you want to make sure you can still see that beautiful transition color, because we're going to put that darker Fervent purple color over it, but you just want to be able to see it. So you want to come in not only in the crease, because I don't have hooded eyes, but for those of you who do, you need to make sure you're coming up a little bit above that crease right here. That way you won't look like you have this part of your eye rolling over, and you'll be able to see that beautiful color that we just put on after you put the darker shade on. Now, when you do put the next shade on, if you realize that it's not quite tall enough or high enough for you on the eye, you can always go back in and go right up top. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and end that one there. And next shade, we are going to use that pretty fervent, that's that pretty purple color. I like to start with a little bit at a time. We're going to put it in the crease and in the corner. You know, I do that every day. So this is nothing new for me. But most of the time, I don't blend. You all know that I like to have those colors show. I like to have them where you have the beautiful, vibrant colors, but that you, I apologize and I'm turning, but this way you can actually see me apply it perfectly. We're going to put it right in the corner of the eye, kind of like a little on its side triangle, I suppose you could call it. We're going to tap that in there, okay? And then we're going to come just a little bit over in the crease, okay? Because we've got that other beautiful shade on top, okay? So we're going to go just a little bit in the crease. And like I said, you see me tapping in, you can see me keep going down. What I'm doing is I'm tapping back into the color because I like to do a little at a time, especially on those darker shades, because a little goes a long way with this product. You all know that my makeup lasts forever. Those of you who have ordered from me, my friends and clients, and those of you who haven't, well, I hope you do. All right, so we've got that. See, it's just that little bit of, little bit of color in there. We're not going for crazy eyes here. So we're going to go to the next side, and we're going to go ahead and tap it on again. And if you go light enough, with a light enough hand, you don't really have to do a lot of blending. And again, I know everybody preaches blend, 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 but you all know me. You know I like to see it. I like to see that color. I don't necessarily blend. And to be honest with you, when I wear a really light color and a really dark color and I don't blend it, I get so many compliments. It's kind of crazy. You would think that people look at you like, oh, poor girl, she doesn't know how to wear makeup. She's got beautiful makeup and she's applied it beautifully, but oh, poor thing, she doesn't know anything about blending. Yes, I do. I just choose not to. So there you have it. In a nutshell, that's me. Now I notice on that one side, I went a little bit heavier with the purple. So if that's the case, you just come back to the other side and add a little bit more. That's why I always say little at a time, because you can always add more, but taking it off can sometimes be a little bit of a pain. So we're going to check them out. We're going to check them out. We're going to add just a little bit more color into the crease, remember, because we want to see that beautiful pumpkin color. We want to see that transition. You're going to go out to the edges. You're going to go ahead and blend it in the sides here. Not blend, that's really not the right word for it. Sorry. Hello, mirror. Oh, well, this is me. Let's take a look, shall we? I'm going to look down. Okay. Now, a lot of times I have to go back in and look because even though I have a makeup light, it's not always the best thing. We try. I've probably set myself up in so many different places in my house and finally landed in the bedroom, but what are you going to do, right? All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to clean up those edges, but the last color that we're going to do is that really pretty, like I did tell you and showed you, that really pretty light kind of creamy white color. It's called Optimistic. So we're going to go ahead. I feel weird not putting liner on. We're going to dip that in just a little, okay? Because all we're doing is going right here, right under the brow. Because what that's going to do is that's going to go ahead and highlight the brow bone. And that's going to kind of tie everything together. Again, keeping in mind that you don't want to go over that beautiful transition color, that beautiful pumpkin color. And let's go ahead and pop a little bit right here in the corner of the eye. Because what that will do is that will help brighten the inner corners of the eye. Because, we all could use a little bit of help there, especially those of us, me, who don't sleep much. So anyway, we've got that little bit of pop right in there just to kind of say, hello, good morning. And my dog is barking in the other room. Oh, Lord, she's blind. So she kind of thinks she hears me, but she doesn't know what's going on. Oh, she's going to wake my son up. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look. What we're going to do now is we're going to clean up right in here. We want to clean that up, okay? So here's two things we can do. We can either use the foundation or we can use powder. I like to use the foundation that I currently have on, and I love powder. And I have this really cool angled brush. Now, you do not need this brush, guys. Y'all can use whatever you want. You can use your finger. I go to work sometimes and I'm like, what the heck? I didn't pay attention because I was in a rush or whatever. And I'm like, oh yeah, mama needs to go ahead and clean that stuff up, right? So let's go ahead and just clean that up. You're just going to take it and you're just going to go straight along the makeup line. See that? Straight along the makeup line. Much better. Much better. We got that all cleaned up. Let's take a look. What do you think? And when you look up, you see those gorgeous lashes. Yes, this is one coat. It's one swipe of the tube for both eyes. I know I have really long lashes already, and you know that if I put 2 and 3 coats on, I've got like crazy daddy long leg lashes. But I'm blessed and I can't apologize for that because I'm very happy that I have them. I love them. But my friends who have itty bitty lashes also find that they have the same effects. Not quite as long as mine, of course, but that they do all of a sudden have lashes. So hello. So let's go ahead and take a look. This is a gorgeous shade. Now I call this look, because I do this look, and then I do variations of this look with other shades. I call this number 1, my sunset eye in the summer. And I also call it my fall eye in the fall, obviously. So there you go. You got that happening right now. We are good to go. Sorry again about the crazy hair. You know me. I'm real. I don't put on pretenses. I'm not fake. I am who I am. And that's why I hope that you all love me and follow me. Anyway, let's take another gander here. I think it's pretty. I hope you do. A lot of times what I'll do with this eye color, I will use this gorgeous blue. And it is like a teal, would you say? So let's go ahead and just pop a little bit of that on, shall we? And sometimes you'll see me put it all the way across the eye. Like you'll see me go all the way from here. And sometimes you'll see me do just the corner. So let's just do a little bit. We're not going to do a thick line. We're going to do a thin line. And you know this, and you all know, this liner is a must-have. It's a die for. And we have so many colors. And we have liquid as well. I have liquid too, but I am a pencil girl. But I will use the liquid just because I'd like to use it more often. And sometimes I'll pop a little bit of that down here. Sometimes I pop a little bit of the eyeshadow that I'm using, if you all have seen me do that as well. But because I have such large eyes and eyelashes, I don't necessarily always like to put a lot below. I know it's a really cool look and I know that it looks good, but I kind of like to lighten that area up just a little bit. Okay, boys and girls, we are done. We have, again, Lively. And that is all over the eye except for the very top. We have the pumpkin color. I have Witty. Unfortunately, I didn't have the exact color that I was to use, but it's almost identical. Okay, guys? I mean, like, almost identical. We have Fervent, and that's right in the crease and out to the corner. And we have Optimistic, which is right up to the top and a little bit on the insides, just to kind of give us a little bit of pop in there, kind of brighten that eye just a little bit. We're going to go ahead and put those away so that Patty keeps her stuff nice and neat. And that's it, guys. We are all set with the gorgeous sunset eye. And I hope you liked it. I hope that this tutorial was easy for you. And again, sorry about the crazy hair, but this is me and this is real life. So there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed this. And if you do like this video, please follow me and share it. That would be awesome. And I will see you all soon. Have an awesome Tuesday. Bye, guys.